Hey guys, it's Christian Senior back from CNH Smallage again today for another review video. This is a called revised update review video because I made a previous video about the same machine last year, but what I forgot to do was I forgot to actually start the machine up and stuff like that. This is the Honda commercial duty string trimmer, straight shaft string trimmer. This is basically if you're a commercial guy, or if you have a lot of property around your house and you need something that's built to a lot higher standards and tolerances than your typical $60 Featherlight you can find up at Walmart and stuff like that. This is basically for people who actually seriously, need something that's going to last a long time, as opposed to people might just want to buy something cheap and dirty, give them to a spring either for that. This is the Honda Commercial HHT35S series. These things typically retail for about, I think about $400 or $500 last time I checked this one. A buddy of mine had this right here, and it's about, I think he told me he paid about $4 and $8, I believe, for it about 3 or 4 years back. And these things are basically built like a tank out there. You got a straight shaft. You got a nice big gear head down here as well too. You got your nice good handle here as well. This is nice. It's sort of like a semi-soft hard rubber handle on here. Plus, they do have provision to put a sling on here for your attachment. You can wrap around your shoulders over here as well too. You got all your controls clearly listed right in here. It's on and off right here. Plus, you have your on and off for your throttle. You can hold your throttle all the way up. Get release right here as well too. It's very functional. It's very easy to manipulate on here too. Plus, you have the 4-stroke Honda engine they have on these machines. This is a 4-stroke Honda engine. It's a commercial duty application engine on here as well too. This engine is a, where's it at here? It's a GX35, so it's about, I think about 2 horsepower, about 2.5 horsepower, but don't quote me on that, but I don't have my book in front of me, but they're usually about 2.5, 3 horsepower, somewhere around there for that. I don't have the exact specs, so pardon my information I'm giving to you right now, but I don't have my book in front of me about it for that, but they're very good machine. You get a, I think you get a 1-year warranty on these things right here as well too. It's overhead valve, the 4-stroke engine. But the only drawback to having these specific machines is they are a bit more heavy than your typical, we'll call like light steel, like an FS46, stuff like that. This basically, if you're out there cutting a field and stuff like that, I do recommend getting the optional shoulder strap, because this thing will get very heavy after a while cutting a big field out there for that. And it's always a good idea to have that so you don't wear out your arms using it as well too. They got a real good bump head down here as well too. You got a 2-string bump head down here, and it's basically it has a very good power head on here as well too. It's basically beefed up as opposed to the other specific machines out there as well. So I'd say durability wise, it's on par with probably the best still out there. I think a still makes an FS 500 out there, and this is probably just as better, or just as good, if not better than that too. Plus, it's Honda, and I personally like a Honda over most steel products simply because getting parts from them is a lot easier than steel. Because of their screwy ways out there, you have to be a dealership, or you have to have proprietary software to access their IPLs and stuff like that, and that's basically a big downside in my personal opinion, because they don't want to share their information with the general repair shops out there. You have to be a steel dealership for that to get the information for their machines. And Honda, you can basically look up most parts you need for these machines basically on any given company that has them in stock and stuff like that. So I give it the 2 thumbs up in that department right there too. So I'll fire this thing up right here as well too, so you can see how this thing runs. It's very easy to fire up here as well. You put it on choke here. And go back down again, hold on. There you go. You got a nice wide idle. You can barely hear it idling. Bump head's not moving. It's very smooth idling after because it's a 4-stroke engine on her too. You can probably barely hear it right there. There you go, guys. You also have a oil, what do I want to call it, for your crank down here, your oil dipstick over here as well too. It's basically the same thing as what your Honda lawnmowers have, on the same color, same part schematic, whatever you want to call it out there. These things take an extremely small amount of oil out there. It's always a good idea to double check your owner's manual and make sure you get the proper amount of oil in it all the time, because these things can be very finicky out there because, like I said before, they take a very small amount of oil. And it's always a good idea to at least check it at least once before you start the machine out there, because you don't want to have any problems where the machine can run low on oil and you can basically burn up your cylinder or your bearings down there as well too. So if anybody has any questions, comments, whatnot about this machine here, this is the Honda HHT35S. As I said before, this is the commercial duty application machine here. These things typically retail for about close to $500, and they do last a lot longer than a typical feather-like garbage Sears or Walmart sells up there. So you can basically buy one of these for probably about 6 or 7 of the El Cheapo machines up at Walmart, and these things will last probably at least 20 years out there at least. As long as you don't beat it up, don't abuse it, don't loan it out to anybody. That's I always recommend. If you've got a machine, do not loan it out to anybody. Do not rent it out. Do not let your family or friends use it, because you never know what the condition is going to be in when you get it back. So that's my review, guys. If anybody has any questions, as I said before, just leave me a question at the bottom of the page, and I'll try to answer any questions you guys have about this specific machine I got here right now. I'll see you guys. Have a nice day.